never give up. I had to hustle hard, never give up. I had to hustle hard. I had to hustle hard, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up.
Yo, picking up the pace, number time in it.
Word up, Hollywood. Once again, it's on. Word up. My brother Cook's in the building, the ground.
Yo.
Like a crack addict. Mario, Hardy Boy, Don Philly, salute. Good to see y'all, man. Welcome to the grind mode. Talk about all things going on in the universe. Positive stuff, music stuff, life stuff. Slick Nick, yes, y'all. In the building, word up. Cook, my brother, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Much love to everybody out there, man. For real, full blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed, man. Yo, how's your weekend, man? I saw the Eagles still remain the only undefeated team in the NFL. Shout out to
You know, I'm very happy, offensively, defensively, win or lose, I always love my team, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep the energy on the W side, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't worried about undefeated, we just enjoying winning. We're going to keep on winning, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a big test coming up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it is the Cowboys, but I'll let tease about the Cowboys, but they say they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year. But
yeah,
bro, I ain't lying. They look good with Cooper Rush, man. They look better than they had with Dak. I came in front, so
yeah. I give them their props.
Michael Parsons he's that dude, man. And you can't even hate. So we'll see, man. I'm still rooting for the Eagles, so. Still got them winning the division, but and if they can't say it's NFC least anymore, it's NFC East right now with the exception of the Commanders.
NFC Beast.
They got your former quarterback, so you know how that goes. But, yeah, man. East looking good, man. Giants. Dallas 1-1. Dallas 5-1. See what happens. Y'all play Sunday night, right? That's the Sunday night game?
Yes, prime time, buddy. You already know. Oh,
man.
Right, Eagles fly, baby. Then my Phillies, we doing our thing, too, in the baseball. My Phillies.
Okay.
We trying to get to the promised land.
Shout out to my Yankees. Getting that game on the books.
Props. Number props.
Anton in the building, G Cole chilling.
Oh, yo.
All the boys say he's feeling that fitted.
Oh yeah, I this salute to Hardy Boy right here, the old school Minnesota, the Kirby Puckett. You know what I mean?
Hey, with the fitted, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do the show. I owe you the hat show.
Yeah, man. Gotta definitely do that. Philly got a rain delay, I heard too. Yeah.
Oh, rain delay?
Yeah, Don Philly just said it. Philly's rain delay. Yeah, it's raining down here. So I guess
it's finna get down over here too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. It is what it is, but. Hey man, let's get right to the first topic, man. Yo, salute to one of a legend in my book, man. R.I.P, man. Announced
yes,
retirement and pharmacy for life. Obviously, the business is still going to run. They just opened a physical store. Everything's online, but you can still order online. But he said, as far as doing shows, still obviously versus with the Lox or whatever, he's still doing that. His final solo solo career. And you know, focus more time. You know what I'm saying? Family ain't nothing wrong with that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. I salute him.
No doubt. No doubt. So, hard to say. Unfortunately, I don't believe that. I know. I mean, he ain't say he's retired from rapping. He's just retired as far as he's doing solo albums anymore. He say he's done.
Yeah.
If the Lox have projects or they do shows, he's still gonna do that. So,
Yes.
he ain't like
All Lox.
So, how you feel about that?
Shoot, to be honest with you, I mean, like, I dig it because it seems like he see. I like how he be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always try to see the bigger picture. You know, like he done, you know, tried to juice the hood up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put something good out there for the hood to, you know what I mean, put in their bodies. And he always talked about it. He got the, you know, and he got the Lox in on it and partners, and he created a business and he created jobs, and you know he did his thing. So now, you know, he feel like he gave back as much as he could to the community, and a lot of his life he put into it. So now he finna get back where he started and give his brothers and what they created together more energy and just keep on pushing. Give hip hop especially.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. He could have.
Very,
very important thing he did, man, for the hood was not open up, you know, another fast food joint. Another high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes making food, you know, joint in the hood, you know. So that's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. I ordered some. I got some Seymour's tablets. I'm gonna order some other stuff in there as well, man. I mean, I've been taking vitamins for years. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, they got a lot of good natural stuff for your body.
we need that. We need it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to BX NYC in the building. Salute, man. What up? BET, man, Hip Hop Awards. I haven't watched an award show in God knows how long. You know,
Me too.
Grammys, you know, all those bullshit awards that, you know, it's all politics. You know, rap albums of the year. No way I would play not one track off of the last albums of the years that were, you know, rap albums of the year. But this year, man, they definitely paid homage to Loud Records, man. I saw pieces of it. I haven't watched the whole thing, but yo, I was doing a show earlier on Twitch. You know, I was just playing music, and then shout out to Seattle. She came in and she was like, yo, shout out to Loud Records. Shout out to Loud Records. And I was like, yo, you know what? I started playing loud artists. Played Exhibit, Beat Nuts, Alcoholics, Wu-Tang, Pun, Mobb Deep. I just started going in, you know what I mean? And she started talking about, she was like, I watched the set, the tribute to Prodigy, like it made her tear up. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, I gotta watch this now. Like I said, I don't watch none of those joints. But I'll watch, because I know someone just put that up, just that Loud Records performance with Wu-Tang and all that. So I heard it was dope.
It was, man. It was, man. Golly. What caught my attention was that that DJ Cassidy passed the mic, where he went all the way around from east to west. That right there, like that like really, you know, like that dude right there, like he was like he was like a crucial piece to at least watch that part of the award show once they added him to it, because he always kept it classic and classy and wasn't nothing extra. He you know what I mean?
The songs between all the East and West artists from Loud Records.
He did the one he did was like he went like Staten Island, then he went Mobb Deep, then he went Buster. I know it's one or two I missed, and then he passed it to the West Coast, and some of their main stars did theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like classic song verse. Started out with Red and Meth. You know what I mean? And it was just dope how it just went boom, boom, boom all the way. He did it with the R&B as well, but it's artists that we like. You know
Oh,
what I
wait,
mean?
you
That
talking about Pass the Mic.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual award show, the BET show.
Okay. Now you know what? I thought that was like that's not part of the award show. That's like a thing by
that's
itself.
something he does. That's
Okay.
something he does like on his own show. And I heard it was the final Pass the Mic, which I heard was
Really?
dope. Like he had all the legends on there doing it. But I'm talking about
Yes.
the award show where Wu-Tang came out, I think Fat Joe.
And they had the loud behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about that on the
Yes.
I saw parts of the Pass the Mic, which is dope too. You know what I mean? They do that, like I said, the 90s R&B artists, passing the mic. It's a dope concept. Definitely dope concept. But yeah, I can't wait to see the tribute to Loud Records, bro. They the legends, man. Like legendary records came people always talk about Bad Boy Death Row because at the height, you had Pac, Dre, Snoop, then Big Bad Boy was Biggie, you know what I mean? Then after Biggie died, you had Mace, you had Soul, big record labels. But Loud Records, bro. Exhibit, Big Pun, Dead Prez, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, Twister. Bro, I mean, they had Beat Nuts.
I'm forgetting. My boys.
I the last one first today with Lost Pro remix. That's the shit right there, bro.
Man,
we always gave them a trophy, but it was dope to see that on a bigger stage.
Yeah,
get that recognition, man.
I agree.
Just up there, just like all the other ones.
I agree. Some of the dopest artists, artwork to the styles, everything was dope about Loud. You know what I'm saying?
Straight street shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and wasn't nobody the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody the same.
It was phenomenal, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, big up to someone whoever got in ear of BT corporate, whoever runs it was like, yo, we need to have this tribute for Loud Records artists. Phenomenal. You know what I mean? And have come right off after the New York State of Mind tour ends, you know what I mean, with Wu-Tang, Busta Nas, and have them at the BET, you know what I mean? And we still waiting for the final season of the saga.
Oh.
Come on now, let's go. Like,
what we waiting on?
On the radar right now. We need to keep going.
What we waiting on? Now, yo, let me ask you one question, man. While we on that subject of documentary, I remember hearing Diddy saying that he was going to do a Bad Boy documentary, sort of like how everybody doing theirs. And I just want to know, what's your thoughts on what he got going on with him and Mace? You know what I mean? Just your thoughts, like who in the right, who in the wrong, or is it just something that's going to come out in the light sooner or later? Just something simple, that's all.
Honestly, man, it's like white noise to me now.
Gotcha.
He's been back, and look, we say a lot of stuff about Diddy we don't like. You know what I mean? Like, we won't even go into that because I'll take the whole show. But he hasn't said nothing up until now, if you think about it. Mace been always one chirping about what Diddy didn't do, this and that, and then he finally, I heard he was on the Breakfast Club. I didn't watch it, Diddy was on there.
Yeah, I saw some of that. I saw.
He's the only like, if this is the truth, where, think about this. Cook, say you up and coming dope MC, and I'm running Full Blast Records, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna sign you, Cooks. but I'm gonna front the money for the project, for the promotion, for the videos, for the studio time, and when the album comes out, I have to recoup that. Now, you can either agree to that or don't agree to it. Now, if you agree to it and you sign that contract, say the album blew up, but because you had to pay all the stuff back, cost of the videos, hotel, you buying chains, you buying bottles, you stunting, fronting, renting out Lamborghinis that you don't own. All that shit is bills. So then you sell 4 million, records, but then your bank account says 800,000 because you had to pay millions back to the label. But then you shit on them. When you sign a contract knowing that they gotta, like in business, if someone loans you the money, it's like a bank, it's like pay the bank back. Guess what? You paying it back in interest. They making money. They're not loaning you money for free.
True.
So that's my only thing about it. Like, and I know, there's so many stories of Diddy jerking people. Bro, there's so many stories of Suge jerking people. There's so many stories of R.I.P. Come on, it's been going on before hip hop. It's been happening in the 40s, the 50s, 60s, 70s. You know what I mean? People getting jerked.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can say about it. Whether what ain't, somewhere in the middle there's the truth. Both sides might be right, but it might be half right on both sides. And then people just cater to who they cater to because they fuck with.
Sure, that's for real right there.
You want to believe Mace wholeheartedly. If you believe Mace is a bozo and he don't know what he's talking about, fake creature, then you're gonna believe Diddy. You know what I mean? People pick and choose they don't believe without even getting the facts. So that's why like I said, to me it's white noise now because it's just like it's a never-ending thing. Like them two, are they gonna actually sit in the room and hash it out? No. They're on the internet talking about it, and they have both their fans cheering them on without even knowing the actual facts. But industry rule number 4080. Record company people are
shady.
And they right. Tom West is right about that too. So hey man, it is what it is. We'll see what the documentary is. Obviously it's gonna be heavy with Biggie in there, I'm sure.
Got to be, better be.
See, I like the documentaries that won't be one-sided, like because I guarantee if Diddy's doing his documentary, he's not gonna have Mason there badmouth him. It's just gonna be about, if the documentary is about Bad Boy, it's about the rise of Bad Boy and what he did. There's not gonna be stories of, I've heard, Hitman Producer was in there doing the beat, and Diddy was like, yo, you need to add an extra symbol. And all of a sudden you see co-produced by Sean Diddy. Like, nigga, you just added a symbol. You didn't, break the beat down, told him where to sing, told him where the hook goes with, but is that true or not? Like I said, I heard that. I don't have proof for that, but I heard that. But people will be quick to believe that. What
if I told you the three-headed monster tour got canceled? Yeah. Three-headed monster tour got canceled. That Mace won't apologize. From what I saw and what Mace put up there himself, he won't apologize. He said, but he will perform something. for his reply to Diddy's comments on the Breakfast Club. But that's what makes.
What does that have to do with the tour, though? Diddy ain't running that tour.
Hey, I'm just going by what I saw. You know what I mean? What I listened to.
Wait, there's got to be a connection to that. Like,
It's something. It's something. You know what I mean?
Is it what's the Breakfast Club? What's the conglomerate that runs Power 105? iHeart Media.
iHeart Media or radio, iHeart Radio.
Is it because? See, there gotta be a reason why the tour ain't going on because he won't apologize. That means Diddy must have something to do with the tour.
Exactly, because you got Kiss and you got Cam on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know them two, and them two just did like a basketball tournament type of thing not too long ago. I know I was watching that video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Power 6, what up? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Just interesting. Well, I just think what you would think about it. You know what I mean? Just what you thought on it. Nothing else.
Yeah, I definitely need more details because that's odd. Yeah, because he won't.
I know.
So that means that's gotta mean Diddy has something. Has some kind of connection to it.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That don't make sense.
And I know it's real. And I know it's real for real because it's a lot of YouTubers doing their own little blogs about why they think the tour is canceled and why they hate that it's canceled because you got these three, in your city, in your town performing together, like doing they, you know what I mean? Like that would be awesome concert to go to,
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I would only go see Jadakiss. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So yes. All right, so 7 hours ago, Mace appears to blame Diddy after tour with Cameron and Jadakiss is canceled. Tuesday night, Mace took to Instagram to confirm that the tour was canceled. In his post, he noted he won't apologize for what's right and won't stop speaking out amidst his feud. Mace didn't address, but he did include the message, "You know me by now. You can't move me with money. I quit at the height of my career. I don't care about money. It's the principle." So, but that's still okay. So it says, also to my number one hater, this is talking about him, make sure you pull up since you're trying to stop everything I do. We know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he I want to see what who is in charge of the tour, because listen, Revolt is part of iHeart Media, which is on the Breakfast Club. They must have a part in this, in the tour. There's got to be, because he's saying you're trying to stop. And be honest, that's some sucker shit. But he did try to stop the tour if he don't apologize.
See what I'm saying, man?
And listen, by me saying I ain't gonna apologize, I'm gonna speak up for what's right, and he ain't gonna do the tour, that should tell you something, that what he believes is true is true.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
he say he got receipts.
Ego where he don't want to admit that he's wrong.
He say he got receipts though, Tiger Man. He say he got receipts.
I know.
Which is that new word that's been dropped on us. Receipts. That's the new word now for telling the truth. Receipts.
I don't know. It always seems like these artists are either broke, in jail, or die. That's the common denominator with his artists. Mm-hmm. So he looks like a duck, quack like a duck, you know. I hear you, Hardy boy. Yeah, like Rob. This goes on and on, but hey man, let's get off of that.
Yeah.
On to other talking about a back and forth, but to me, most of it was a good back and forth, even though it was highly energetic.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all haven't seen it. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder on HOFFA show. Bro, I loved every second of it.
Every millisecond.
Except the end. I wasn't feeling the end when, I mean, I don't know. You can have your own opinion on it, but I really won't speak on it. But, for the most part, bro, that was one of the illest interviews, hands down.
Now, I got a question for you because this was an interesting part. I thought about you and wondered what you was talking about when Bigger was talking about the self-destruction and the era and the music and how positive it was and how they was against and trying to stop, and then how Yayo came back with, but then later on you got Onyx coming, and they didn't want to hear self-destruction, so they didn't want to hear that. And it was like he was asking, well, is the negative gonna win then? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like the negative gonna win? You know what I mean? And I just want to know what I mean? How did you feel about that part?
Well, yeah, he said no. I mean, look, when self-destruction came out, everybody was with it. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, the shift in music started, but still, we were still like, think about, like you said, he said that when Onyx said, throw your guns in the air, whatever. Yes, he's right. Onyx came out in the 90s, but we still had Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
We still had the opposite of the gangster rap, even though it was being pushed to the forefront. I get it, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna throw my gun in the air, I'm gonna go rob somebody, I'm gonna go steal something. Like Murder said, niggas been getting killed in the hood before G Unit, before, you know what I mean? They rapping about what they live and what they see.
Mm-hmm.
And as bad as, this drill rap and this all this mumble bullshit, whatever, they're rapping about what they're going through. You know what I mean? Even though, the rap suck. You know what I mean? It was still, I think that's what Yayo was point he was trying to make. Like, and that's why Murder said, this shit been happening. I think self-destruction came out before the G came out because the shit been going on. And that's why when he said the negative win, Tony Hill was like, nah. Because he said, I'm not sitting here glorifying, I'm just telling you what we went through.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it was. He said that's just how it is. Like how I think Matt Hopper would ask them, he said, I think he said something to the effect where, like, would you like do it differently, or would you? And it was like, no, that's just what we were going through. It's just what it was. But bro, hands down, that was the dopest.
Yeah.
You know what? I was waiting for him to drop the whole interview. He was doing clips, which is smart.
Yeah.
Mad views on his clips. That's revenue. Then you drop the whole joint, a week or two later. What was dope was I was going back. I don't really watch Vlad, but I was going on Tony Yayo's interview on Vlad just because of the man.
Me too.
So this dude's a real dude. Yo, you know what I noticed, man? I don't know if people in the chat would agree or not. I've noticed the rappers that, not saying like the rappers that are ill lyrical ain't real. It seems like the rappers that you look at that are not lyrical, like a Nas, Black Thought, Andre 3 Stacks, rappers like Tony Yayo, Bleak, who else?
I like them kind of conversations.
They might not be the most lyrical dudes, but them dudes is real. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which one? Who you say it again?
Huh?
Say it again. Who you just say?
Bleak, Tony Yayo. Who else? It's like these B-side rappers that are not lyrical.
Okay.
You know, they're not known for being like, you say somebody in the top 10, I doubt anyone's gonna put them in there. But they're the most authentic dudes, and that's what I found out about Yayo, bro.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I think people
I like Tony Yayo. One thing I like about Tony Yayo is he know how to stay in his lane, and he'll explain it to you clear as day.
Yep.
This is how it is. Loyalty. This is how it was. You know, that's it.
Loyalty.
You know what I mean?
He got us out of the gutter with rats and roaches, and you niggas is like, fuck G-Unit. We on tour making millions going worldwide. He was like, and you're not gonna be loyal to that? You know what I mean? Like, yo, sick nigga, I'm watching Young Groove now as we speak. I just finished part 1. Another dope interview. That interview was so long, they did 2 parts. That's like, if you put them together, it's like a 5-hour interview.
Man.
Yeah, what do you think about it overall as well?
I definitely we talking about this last HOFFA show, right?
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay. You because I was listening, but when you said something, it kind of trumped up a little bit. What was that you just said? What I think about the Yayo show?
What you think overall about the whole?
Okay, overall, like you said, I was very intrigued. I liked it. It was a different interview because it wasn't what people like what some folks would really want, because they wanted to hear the game stuff and they wanted to hear the Buck stuff and but the way he sliced and diced that up and made him and just pushed it to the side, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I can see why he got Uncle Murder with him, because Uncle Murder gonna make sure that, you know, I got your back, bro. You know, I got your back, bro. You know what I mean? How they came together and kind of created their own energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how they was kind of ruffling their fellas a little bit, but Math HOFFA showed how good of a. I was gonna say that Math HOFFA showed how much of a host, better of a host he can be, because he handled all of that energy professional. He did his thing, like, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be no like drama. It was dope. Yeah, he handled the energy well, and you know, they got love from that pop. I don't think he would even went to that. It's just, people can have disagreements. You know, it's just Yayo was real animated with it. You know, so you might.
Yes, he was.
But as soon as it started, he was like, "Yo, man, you know, I gotta get at you for disrespect K Slip." And I was like, "Oh shit, where we go?"
Here we go.
You know what I mean? It was like, and then, but you know what was funny? When he saw how Math HOFFA was like, Math HOFFA was like, "What do you mean, like people act like that in the hood?" And yeah, it was like, "Yo, this nigga act like he don't know what's going on." I said, "Yo, man, come on, man, come on, stop acting like you know what the fuck is going on." That shit was hilarious because it was like in there talking shit. You know what I mean? Like, if the cameras wasn't there, that would have been the same talk.
But hey, one of my personal favorite parts one of my personal favorite parts, when him and Uncle Murray was like, if Snoop or Wiz was in here, they could smoke it up. And then
Yeah,
everybody just, ah.
yeah. Man was like, he didn't say it right away. Like, no, he couldn't. He know. He's like, yeah. And then he let them split it off. But,
Oh, boy.
y'all, I'm telling you, I didn't see it. Go ahead and see it. Phenomenal. You shot that. I love that pocket. Like
Yeah,
said,
man.
Talking shit. I don't even watch the LeBron one. No respect to that one, but you know what? You know why? Because there's certain artists that go on these corporate platform talk shows that won't go on these authentic ones, because you know they got analysts telling them what to ask and what not to ask. How many times they've asked Dame Dash about Jay-Z, but no one's ever asked Jay-Z about Dame Dash.
See what I'm saying?
That was them not to talk about it. So guess who looks like, oh, Dame Dash, you know, he's always talking about Jay-Z. Stop talking about Jay-Z. They asked him a question. I saw a talk show where they said they made it a headline where, you know, Jay-Z's living rent-free in Dame Dash because he was talking about it in the interview. So I watched the interview. It was an hour interview. And about 45 minutes into the interview, the dude asked him about the Jay-Z thing. And that shit went on for about 7 minutes. So 7 minutes out of that whole hour plus interview was just about Jay-Z. But yet they talked about, oh, they keep talking about Jay-Z, let it go. Like he didn't even bring it up. You know what I mean? That was some clickbait shit. That shit was corny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he wasn't even talking about, yo, nowhere they talk about how Dame was talking about entrepreneurship, about how people, you know, do right in business, helping each other out. They didn't bring none of that up, but they brought about him talking about Jay-Z. I was like,
Constantly. That's a constant.
yeah, because you know why? And you know why? Like, I questioned it because I was like, the interviews I've seen with Dame, he was all about knowledge, kicking jack and shit.
Yeah.
So when I saw that headline, I was like, wait, he's back on his Jay-Z thing? I was like, nah. So I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm not thinking about when's it coming up, because I'm so intrigued watching this dude talking, dropping knowledge, dropping gems. And then when he get to it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And the dude asked him. Then at the end of the interview, I'm like, wait a minute. What are they talking about? I was like, y'all need to stop. Word up. Y'all won't ask Jay-Z though.
Now, can you blame the media person for that? You know what I'm saying? You know, because they know how to swerve and swindle and get them questions in there. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of take away from really.
I'm not blaming the guy that asked him. I'm blaming the bloggers that made that a thing.
Gotcha.
Like he's talking about Jay-Z, let it go. Because that's not what the case is. You go there and listen to it, and that's the problem with social media. They'll see some shit and they just believe it without getting facts.
Man.
Lazy to do that.
Woo wee! It's one I be seeing. It's like every time the title says something like so and so goes off on so and so, and I might just happen to don't want to click it, but I'm like, I just tried out one time, and then when I go, it's like an interview that they done cut open and took a little piece out, and I'm like, oh man, come on, man, once again.
Ass channel, I know you're talking about. Word up.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But I hate about it because it's shit in our culture, and they making it out to be something what it ain't.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, man. Big shout out to the expert opinion. Word up. Can't wait to finish watching the rest of that young interview. So dope. What I liked about it too, what crazy was he talked about how, when hip hop was beginning and they was doing music, and he went to a studio and had the white rock engineers and was like taking his time, bullshitting with him, because you know he was like, you know, what's this hip hop shit? You know what I'm saying? It was like not, you know, moving along the studio session. You know, part that was about milking for money, but was like, you know, treating them like all these black dudes, you know, what is this garbage they doing? And that made him start to learn keyboards, drum machines, and become an engineer. So I was like, so I thank another racist for making us legends. Because if that dude didn't do that, Guru might have went another direction. He might have been like an ill DJ, because when the way he was talking in the interview, you'd have thought he was gonna be the next like ill DJ, because he was doing other stuff than engineering. But I'm telling you, you gotta watch it. So I was like,
I definitely see that.
Because it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have pushed young Guru to be like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna learn this myself, because this dude don't want to teach, because he being racist with our culture, with our music. You know, because hip hop was just beginning in the 80s. So he went on and started learning it himself and became the dopest engineer in the world.
Oh, that's the cat. That's the cat, the dark skinned cat that worked with Jay and all them.
Yeah, he ain't dark skinned, but he's a young guru.
Young guru.
Yeah. Yeah, it was with Rockefeller, down Rockefeller.
Yeah, okay. Him. Okay.
He did shit I didn't even know about. He was not nonchalant. Remember 5 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning. Outside on the
Yo, mad people, bro. I can't wait to listen to the rest of it. You gotta turn it.
I got to go back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
Some more music news, man. September 28th, we lost artist Leon Ivy Jr., aka COOLIO.
Yeah.
59 years old, man. There was a statement on TMZ said he was visiting a friend's house. He went to use the bathroom, but he didn't come out. A friend found him unconscious. Paramedics believe he suffered a heart attack. Classic joint, Gangsta's Paradise, you already know. Fantastic Voyage.
Yes.
The soundtrack to Dangerous Minds.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's like another one, man. Another rapper going before 60, bro. Like, it's crazy.
It was a shocker to me. I mean, a shocker to everybody, of course. I mean, like, because I've been seeing some of his, I guess he was kind of like on a little press run or something. I was seeing him like doing little interviews and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, that happened. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, man, like, you know what I mean? One of my favorite songs that he collabed on was always the song with off Space Jam soundtrack. They Hit 'Em High with Bus and Meth and Be Real and LL. That was one of my favorites. That's still one of my favorites. I love that.
Yeah. Damn, Cooks. Okay. Cooks digging in the crate.
Oh yeah, man. Alabama kid.
Word. To answer your question, Power, he was cremated. He chose to be instead of a highly publicized funeral, he was cremated. His ashes were placed in pendants for his children and his family members and loved ones to wear. That's dope. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got 4. He was a father of 10.
Legacy live on.
Yeah.
Legacy living on.
Damn. Vanilla Ice was his longtime friend. He said that the last conversation, he's talking about this while he's crying. He said he was telling me how much he missed his kids. I guess he must have been doing shows or whatever. Said how great his kids were how much time he had to sacrifice for his career to be away from his kids so much. And that he's proud of all of them. Sad, bro. Word up.
Yeah, man. So he was hurting. He was hurting.
Yeah, because you know, not being around the kids, you know. Yeah, man. So, oh man, I'm telling you, it don't get any easier, man. It's like y'all be DJing sets, and it's like, there's not a set I DJ where at least 2 or 3 people have died too young. Stuff out there, man. I'm just getting sick of saying R.I.P.
For real.
Saying like we all supposed to be, you know, 70s and 80s, and then they start passing. You know what I mean? I'm talking about 40s, early 50s, like.
And it don't make it no easier, you know, when you have to deal with it within the family. So when it's, and then then next thing you know, somebody that you was inspired by or had fun listening to, you know what I'm saying, it make it more rougher. You know, you gotta tough back up, but still it hits, you know.
Yeah.
And it, same area but just a different part, but it still hit though, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, brother. Word up. Yo, man, I like this topic that you just brought up. Your top 5 distinctive voices in hip hop. Your playlist. Go ahead. You got 5?
I believe I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, now this list it's definitely your own, but it's gonna be funny to hear, you know. But like, them distinctive voices that are just different from everybody else. You know, the one that always caught my ear, and Redman. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Guru. That's another one. You know what I mean? One that I believe not too many gonna pick, but he always been one of my favorites. Currency. Something about Currency. Just how his voice, he just got one of them just something about Currency. It would be easy for me to say Melf too, you know what I'm saying? Because Melf was always, but I don't want to add him in because I feel like it's like, if you say Red, you gotta say Melf. So Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm down south. That's 4. And for my 5th one, I always had a attraction to how Pusha T brother was Malice.
Okay.
I like how Malice got a familiar sound that I always was like, his flow always caught my attention. So them would be 5 for me that I would say that always catch my ear just for me. You know what I'm saying? Just me. What about you?
I'm gonna say these rappers because to me their voice never changed. Like, I hear what you said about Redman, like dope. But if you listen to Redman on Hardcore to make the buzz, you listen to his voice then and now, it sounds so different. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
But that's not taking away from Redman. Like, that's his voice is still distinctive. But like off the top, number 1 to me is Guru. Like that dude's voice is just so ill. I got Guru, I got Snoop. Think about Snoop's voice has never changed. And
never.
Voice came out, it was like, yo, who's this? You know what I mean? Coming out of the Dre camp. Like, so to me, it was like the voice and just his explosion too in the rap game. Like, had a lot to do it too. Ghostface.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
From the jump. Yeah, Slick Nick took my last 2. Busta Rhymes And I was gonna say Rockness Monster, but I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna say Meth first.
Now, yes,
But Rockness, he got his shit is so fucking ill too.
it is, man.
Bro, man, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just off the top, it is a lot of unique ones off the top. But like, yo, Prodigy, you know what I mean? Like, it just
Five.
like, as soon as you hear it drop, it's just like,
Man.
you know? But Guru, I think about that when he's talking about distinctive voice, voice. You know what I mean? Like the track he did, like, it's just ill.
You know what my favorite Guru track is, man? I'm gonna trip you out. The track that he got with what's her name? That was singing on the hook. Watch What You Say. Remember that track? With yeah, with Shaka. Yeah.
The Jasmine Taz joint.
Yeah, the Jasmine Taz. I love that track, man. That's my favorite.
Bro.
Then don't take it personal.
Oh, matter of fact. Oh man, I'm so glad you said this. Because I'm
What?
It's called Jazz for That Ass. Raid Training on Twitch. It's gonna be October 23rd.
Okay.
On my firstborn's birthday. So I think it's a Sunday. I think it's a Sunday at 8 o'clock. So it's like playing old jazz. Like, I got mad jazz records. Yeah, it's on a Sunday. But I'm gonna be definitely playing some jazz with Taz joints.
Okay.
Oh, Chuck D.
Chuck D.
JC, Sadat X, Grand Pooba, y'all. So many
Cool
like
Key.
fucking names out.
And you know what? This goes back to what you said last conversation and last after that. You always gonna forget somebody.
Yup.
Always gonna forget somebody.
Top lists, those top 10 lists or whatever. Yeah.
Always.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir. 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everybody in the house. Thank y'all for tuning in today. You know what I mean? Lord and distinctive voice of Ultramagnetic. You already know. Cool Key. That like the first Kendrick. Word up, power.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
The rapping dude had the dopest voice. Get out of here. That dude was probably wouldn't even talk like that. That was some guy.
Hard.
Well, the F him and John went.
Party.
God, man.
Hardy, boy. You know what I mean? G-Rap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, G-Rap.
G-Rap. Oh, yeah. Slick Rick.
Oh, Slick. See? We'll be here forever.
Yeah.
So you put this topic up, man. Lighten us on this shit. So Will Smith is back in Hollywood as a slave.
Yeah, man. I was just going through, you know, and I was looking at, you know, some of the clips for the new movies coming out, you know what I'm saying? And I seen this movie called Emancipation. You know what I'm saying? And as I was looking, you know, I'm like, that's Will Smith. And basically it's a movie about the slave that's trying to break away in the quest for freedom and dodging this and that. And I'm like, well, you know, you go from Bad Boys to the incident to this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just a weird look, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the same dude who played Ali now playing a dude quest for freedom. And it just, you know, it just give me a different little vibe because, you know what I'm saying, it, you know, you know, like, you know, do we need another, like, you know, do we need another slave movie? You know, do we need something else? You know, like, do we need this?
And
You know.
to my mistake, the last slave movie got blackballed because guess what? Nat Turner was in there killing the white slave masters. Before that movie came out, Yeah, also the article came out that he assaulted some woman in college that never went to trial because she admitted that he lied. So he never got prosecuted. But it also coincidentally came out before that movie dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Come on, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, clear as day, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, you know, but I just feel like it's just, in my opinion, of course, it's just the way it looks, I mean, at one point in time, it was like, oh, you're banned. Like, they banning you. You know what I'm saying? You kicked out the fraternity. And then it's like, oh, you do this and, it just don't, you Ali, you Mike Lowry, you Hitch, you know what I mean? The dude in the cartoon movie animation and all that. Now, you're viewed as one of the worst because of what you did on that show, and
slap in the face.
And it's just how it look, and you know what I mean, and I'm probably it's gonna get best performance.
Yo, shout out to Q Biz, man. That's cool, best Travis. Well, he said, where are the movies about black people before slavery? Just so much history to be told. Well, they did have, Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor playing. Remember? Yeah, white people playing Egyptians and Africans. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, we know what it is. We know what it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I won't be watching it. So yeah.
No, I know I ain't.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, man.
Comedy and politics do not mix well. Especially, in this day and age where you have people that are on the left or on the right, and then if you making a joke, you're not even making a joke. What happened with was it Ariel Ellis, right?
Yes, sir.
Now she wasn't even talking about Trump, was she?
No.
He just happened to be a Trump supporter. And
you know what I'm saying? Basically, what happened was she was telling her joke, and she was going through the scheme, getting to the punch, and then a lady in front of her somewhere up in here said, "You must have not have voted for Trump, or like you voted for Biden." And she kind of stopped, and then so she came back with her comedic, trying to ease her out the way, right? But then, and everybody laughed when she done it. So then, as she kept going, then the guy in the back started going at her a little bit. So she used her professionalism and kept on going through her scheme, trying to get to her punchline. And next thing you know, here come beer can, bow, all up against the wall. Full, half full beer bottle, beer can, whatever it was. And she just stopped, turned around, looked, and also you can hear the people in the back like, yo, what's going on? This is crazy, da, da, da. You can hear the people getting ready to escort him out. And all because of something political that a fan or somebody in the crowd couldn't handle, or they wanted to make their own perception of her joke and her scheme. Put like that.
I mean, the disrespect of like, motherfuckers is on stage. You paid money to come in there and perform, and you sitting there being disrespectful, stopping their set because you so selfish, trying to make it about you. It fucking ain't about you. It's about the comedian on stage making people laugh to forget about all the bullshit in the world. But you stupid fucking supporters, whether you on the left or the right, coming at them with this bullshit. But I heard she grabbed the beer and drank it. You know what I mean? People were like, oh, you know what I mean? Like she did it like a G.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
just take the,
I'm telling you right now, man. they gonna do it to the wrong motherfucker. I saw it years ago with oh man, who's the comedian? Why his name went right out my head? Godfrey.
Gilbert.
He was doing a comedy at this spot, and he was talking about like abortion or something. And some girl screamed something out, like, shut up, let me making fun of that. Like, and he was like, hey, yo, this is my show. You're like, get out. And then a man started mouthing off at the mouth, and he said, babe, don't act like you fucking Superman or something. You better just walk your ass up out of here. You ain't gonna do, you don't disrespect me in my show. He said, you can get up, you can get the fuck up on out of here. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers gonna act like they're gonna run up on the wrong one or the right one. However you wanna say it. Like Will Smith did. You know what I mean? Like, guarantee you, if that dude up there that was making jokes wasn't Chris Rock, would he have ran up there? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I mean? I wondered that myself. I've always wondered. A lot of us have.
Yeah, people get getting out of hand, man, with they bullshit. Yeah, the dude that ran up on Chappelle, he got his whole arm twisted backwards like he was a figure
action figure. Action figure.
They beat the fuck out that dude.
And you know,
keep it up. Y'all keep it up.
And also, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to the with the why politics comment on mix, also I know you'd have noticed it. Like how some of these comedians ain't getting along. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the, you know what I'm saying?
Like rappers now.
Yeah, there's so many of them though, man. Like, you know, we ain't got to name them because we done seen them in so many movies. And it's like what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. I watched Corey Holcomb, one of the other realest dudes. You know, he talking Hollywood bullshit, but he call out comedians that you on that Hollywood shit or be fronting like they're something when they ain't. And yeah, that might cause people to, you know, talk about them and everything, but it's not just him. I've seen, like you said, other comedians like talking shit to each other, like what is this? Y'all tell jokes, like like stop, like shit is funny.
Yeah, man, for real. And there's some big dogs too, though. You know.
Yeah, I know, but you know, a lot of them got ego. They think they this, that, you know, that's where that comes into. But it's like, why we gotta keep, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not trying to, I'm gonna keep it above. Why is it like our people that's always showing in the forefront arguing with amongst each other?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard, you know, I haven't heard Johnny Carson and George Carlin beef. You know what I mean? Or I don't know.
You saying you right? The country music folks don't get into it. The rock and roll folks don't get into it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't put on Front Street. It's true. Man.
You think I care? Like, I be seeing sometimes comments on YouTube like, oh, this wasn't mixed all that well, or the original's way better than this. I'm not gonna sit there going back and forth. I'll delete the comment or I'll just laugh and be like, thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever, man. You're not gonna please everybody. Like, God damn it, stop being so insensitive. That's the problem with the comedy shit too. People act like you can't joke on it. Like the alphabet community, you can't joke on it.
Can't joke. So
they can joke on straight people, they can joke on different races of people, but y'all are the only ones excluded? No. They trying to
So like, what can comedy be then? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of comedy is we supposed to be able to watch and laugh at? You know, if you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you take away the funny of it, then what is it? It ain't nothing. Just up there talking.
word. Word, Antoine. Original soft. Soft as a cloud with a feather on it while listening to a Drake slow song.
Mm. Mm. I like that.
Word up.
Cloud with a feather on it. I like that.
I like this next topic, man, because
What we got?
it's crazy that you put this here, and I'm like, damn, you right. Like, I don't see no. Well, I don't watch the news like that, but it seems like the hurricane victims already forgot. It said prayers for the hurricane victims already forgot. You know,
That's
yeah, Puerto Rico's still suffering. And people be real. I've been seeing a lot of people shit on Puerto Rico. Like, oh, they're the welfare state. Oh, all that. Like, wait, am I mistaken? Is Puerto Rico part of the United States?
I mean,
Puerto Rico was Kansas or Texas, would they be saying this shit? Come on, man.
Yo.
This shit is disgusting, bro.
yo, one of the reasons, and another thing, because you know our partner Carlos, you know, so our partner Carlos, he stay in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And I was hitting him up, you know, asking him how he doing, you know what I mean, this and that, and he was like, you know, last week he was telling me they just got their power on, they trying to get everything back situated, you know what I'm saying? And then I had a partner in Florida that was homeless. That's like he like my kindergarten partner. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, that like that stuff's still on my mind. You know, I got a little cousin that played college football in Kentucky. And you know, Kentucky went through some flood stuff earlier. And it's like just seemed like everything, you know, got just like, you know, forgotten about because of what the hot topic is, the next hot topic is. But them people just really, really going through it. Like you just were saying, like them people really going through it and steady rebuilding, like,
Word.
you know.
It kills me, bro. It really does. Like, you know, like this rhetoric wasn't even like said like that hurricane hit Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't hear none of that shit. And it just kills me the blatant hypocrisy when it's a different race of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word up. Yo. The LA City Council, Latino Division, racist remarks. You heard it, right?
I watched
Y'all
it.
know.
I watched it.
Nuri Martinez, stinking ass, announced she'll resign a seat on the Los Angeles City Council days after Audio leaked her making racist comments in October of last year. Yo, it's crazy. She called the gay council member's black son as a changuito, which is Spanish for monkey. Called her son, his council seat member's son, a monkey, bro. Days after the recording was published, mind you, a year later, she says in a statement, I ask for forgiveness from my colleagues and from the residents of this city I love so much. In the end, it's not my apologies that matters most, it's my actions I take from this day forward. I hope that you give me the opportunity to make amends. Bitch! I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know why?
Why?
Because you apologizing now that the shit got leaked. She didn't say it and like went home and was like, you know what? That was fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. She only apologized because shit just came out. And now everybody
just came out.
I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
The one dude, he resigned. So as it came out, That's about a couple of nights. He resigned. The Herrera dude, he just resigned. You know what I mean? Like, and to see them people up in there, uh, giving they telling what to see the people in there get the mic and say what they want to say was something to hear, man. Like I can just imagine how it probably felt in there. You know what I mean? Because them people probably trusted them folks, and then for that to come out like that, and now they feel like they done got a sword sliced across their back. You know what I'm saying? So now they letting y'all have it, and then they like, we want them out of here now. What you finna say? I'm sorry.
No, well, I'm saying that, yeah, it might feel like we're stabbing in the back, but, real talk, there's been a lot of, I've been hearing a lot of, like, racist shit towards black people from Latino, Latin people from LA. You know that black and brown shit is some real shit. The gangs over there.
Yeah.
I've always heard that shit. And there's people that are like, yo, we gotta come together and this and that, but there's ones that they actually think like racist white people, I think she called that kid, council member's son a monkey.
Did. I heard it. I was listening to it.
That dude was white, she wouldn't have called him that. You know what I mean? So there's been a lot of that shit over there, and that's how they think, man. They're so fucking racist, so goddamn stupid, bro. So fucking stupid.
I hate it.
All right, boy, yo, bro, look. My wife's for me. I got all races in my family. So I don't look down on nobody. I just look down on the bad people in all races. You know what I'm saying? But when it just, to me, it's fucked up even more for some reason hearing it from another race other than white. Because to me, I look at it like, yo, we supposed to be the same. Because I've seen them harass Latin people. Just as much as they harass black people. Racism towards both our cultures. And then you hear them being racist towards us, like that shit boggles my mind. Because it's like, oh, you think you one of them? Some shit go down. Let's see if you're gonna really be one of them. You think they gonna bring you in they fold? They'll kill you quick as they wait to kill us.
Sure, tell the truth.
Yeah,
man.
It's crazy.
We got some wild stuff going on in Alabama right now too, Tiger, man. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody we got I was watching Roland Martin. Roland Martin was talking about it, and that's what caught my attention because he brought it to my attention when I seen the title, and I was like, dang, somebody in Alabama doing this. So when I went to look and see, and basically once again, one of those racist things gets said, and they get caught when it gets said, and now they're trying to push this person out of the office, but it ain't looking too good. You know what I mean? And it's just more people just need to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Be for real. I really didn't get much information on it because it's always situation after situation. Like it's hard to even keep up. Then when you hear so much of it, you just really get tired of it and go to a new topic, new subject. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? Sometimes you just get tired of it. But like people say, you need to know the information.
Yeah.
You need to know the information. You need to know it.
A lot of
you know what I mean? I have constant people always telling me you need to know your laws, learn your laws. You need to learn it. You need to know it because you never know when somebody might try to spring something up on you or your section or your area, and you need to know what to do. You know, because shooting and fighting ain't always the answer. Sometimes you need to beat them by the book like they think they beating you by the book.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm trying to pull something up, but find a topic which dope, bro.
I got you.
You speak on this while I pull it up. Jim Redman.
Okay. Oh
man
yeah.
who let his son cross the finish line passed away.
Yeah, man. You found some?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I found that right there came across my timeline. Probably about because this happened not last week, but last week he passed on a Sunday, if I ain't mistaken. And you had stuff going on, so we had to go to the first week in the first of the stuff. I forgot the date because I know you had did the interview with Samsung and everything, and so I had to wait. Before we and you link back up, you had to get a lot of stuff out the way. So, and as I was reading the article, you know what I'm saying, the man who helped his son get across the finish line, right? So I started reading on him, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't get to jot nothing down. That's why I was trying to find a little piece of article too, because it's that man right there got a lot of he got a lot of pride behind himself. He done accomplished some things, and he was there. Like, most parents, they might be up in the stands watching their kid, but he was there, like, for a reason. Like, him and his son got a relationship and things out.
Never give up, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's something I didn't know. He was labeled as the greatest Olympic hero.
Yeah, man. So I'm getting more realer than that, man. Yeah, he posted it. His son posted it. Said my father passed away yesterday. There's so much I could say about this man, but he's truly one of the heroes, my heroes in life. Anyone who knows me or heard the president will know how much he inspired me in my life, how close we were, and what he meant to me. To say what we greatly miss is a true understatement. Iconic.
I didn't know he was from Great Britain either, Derek Redmond. I didn't know he was Great Britain. I didn't know that. Okay. British athlete. I didn't know that. Barcelona games. Okay.
This boy should be propped up more in the media,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, it's little things about this I'm still learning. You know what I mean? Like, like what the Great Britain part and all that. Like, I didn't know that. Like, it's certain little stuff like that because you're so attached to that moment that you don't learn about the moment and where it come from and how it started. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. That's why I like, that's why I like doing this, man. That's why I like doing this. This is.
So he went on to be a torchbearer at the London 2012 Olympics.
Right.
2 decades after helping his son cross the line. Okay. I didn't know that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you right.
Yeah, see, these are the people that, they're not, the high priority of news or not the, like the big name or whatever. But it's always, there's people that behind the scenes, man. There's always some people behind the scenes, behind the greatness,
Mm-hmm.
But this man was truly great for what he did.
Mm-hmm. And I want to make a point to what you just said too. Like when I saw the article, Tiger, it was the man who helped his son cross the finish line pass. I knew exactly what I knew. But if it had said Jim Redmond passed, I probably wouldn't have known. See what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's on me for not doing the. You know what I mean? Like I knew the moment and the proudness of the moment, but I didn't know the name.
Yeah, you said the title just said Jim Redmond passed at 81. You wouldn't have known unless they.
I wouldn't have known.
The man who helped his son cross the finish.
Yeah.
Well, I think I mean, and to your point, that's probably why they put them there. Because that's nothing against his father, but you wouldn't really know, who he was.
Right.
I wouldn't known either. But it's like then when you bring it up, it's like, yo, I remember that. Like Slim Music, yo, that was an epic moment in history. Like, you know, and it comes back to you. Oh yeah, I remember that. You know, but you know, shout out to the people that put that in there. You know what I mean? So it can make people click on it.
I'm saying.
Yeah, man. 92 Olympics.
I was 11 turning 12 then.
So you know what's funny before they leave? Because I was scrolling up about to click out of this article, and it was something about Trump. You know, this dude was like, because you know that shit about the FBI. You know, went to his house saying, you know, he had, you know, secret documents and shit or whatever that he took. You know, this dude was like, yeah, George W. Bush, he had documents, he brought them to a bowling alley. I was like, it just sounds like a little kid gets in trouble. Like, well, he did it.
He did
it. So this dude is hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah, documents, he brought him to a bowling alley. Like, what? Like,
that's crazy, man. Only him.
Yeah, man.
Shit, hold on though. When Biden said, I got 2 words for you, and he said 3.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on that dude. Shaking people's hands, waving his hand in their hand. Doing all types of crazy shit. Go back, we
Yeah, got you. I'm with you. I'm rolling with you.
I understand what he said about it and this and that and stuff, but it's just like, well, like I said before, if you that big of an artist, you don't need to do all this crazy shit for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Just put music out. Just put music out. You don't need to do all this extra shit. Like,
you know what, Tiger? I got an important question I want to ask you right quick. Do you remember a reverse just a little bit in the Tony Yayo interview when they had got to talking about how, like, you know what I'm saying, rappers need to come together and help this, you know what I'm saying? Is it that some of these rappers out here still don't know about the Hip Hop Alliance and what they got going on and trying to put together? Do some of them still don't know, or they just ain't listening?
Wait, what do you mean? I'm confused.
Because, you know, there was a part in that interview where they was talking about like how some rappers, like when they had got to talking about the academic stuff a little bit, but maybe not in that way. And I remember Yayo was talking about how some rappers out here that's back might be fucked up or look like they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the time, you know, how he was talking about how he was separating the errors in the time. Okay. And they had mentioned in so many words about how, you know, they should, you know, come together, the idea of coming together and having it to where they can have help when they need help because they got it organized and put together that way. But, you know, they already doing that. You know what I'm saying? They already trying to put that together. Yeah. So is it that those artists don't know, you know what I mean, yet? Or, you know, the message ain't pushed out enough?
Probably. I mean, does Tony Yayo know? He might not even know about it.
Okay. That's you know what I'm saying? That's what I was.
Yeah, he might. I mean, I'm sure, you know, when you're talking, doing those interviews, you know, if it's something that's not like real big in the forefront, you're probably not gonna think about bringing it up.
Gotcha.
You know, that could be like later on, like, oh, yo, you know what? Damn, they do have this Hip Hop Alliance thing that could, you know, that's supposed to help MCs, you know, get their, you know, insurance or get their royalties, what, you know. But you know, in that midst of that like conversation like they had, you know, it probably wasn't thought about.
Gotcha.
So I can't say that they don't know about it. You know, they might, you know, but when it's like our generation of MCs and it's something that they're doing on their own, they're not even putting it out there to, you know, the masses, you know, how many people are going to know about it?
Gotcha.
Honestly, you know. I'm glad you said that because we're going to always like to play that.
Oh yeah, you know, hey, on the comic show, that's always a commercial break.
Huh?
I said on the comic show, I always put the commercial up there. Hip Hop Alliance, don't forget. Grown.
Yeah, that's what's up. Let's see, I just have to try to pull it into the StreamYard. That's one other thing too, bro. I just realized the StreamYard doing like the videos that are saved. Like when I went in here and made this one up for our show, there are other videos that were in there or in the other shows, so I have to like re-upload them again. And that's why I'm like trying to, you know, I was trying to play this on cue, but I gotta actually find it.
Okay, you got to do that. Okay.
Re-upload it, yeah. So.
Oh yeah, much props on the you know what I'm saying, the elevation of the sports show yesterday, man. The other day, man, like the way you got it put together, just how, you know, you was dropping the skits and the cuts and the promos and the videos, and it was dope, man. Like big props, big props.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Looking, you know, somewhat professional, you know.
yeah, exactly. Like that's it. Like it was dope. That was super smooth, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
It change is good, you know.
Yes.
It's good. So yeah, man. Big shout out to you cooks, man. Thank you for, you know, bringing the topics out. Appreciate you, brother, always.
You too, man.
Grind mode every Wednesday. Shout out to Hardy Boy, man. Hardy Boy, man. Thank you for doing the shows on the shows that I can't make it. I would definitely like to, you know, get him on here if I can't make it.
Okay.
Because you know how to run it.
Okay.
Because there's gonna be, because I know I got some stuff coming up, you know, in the fall, in the winter, the end of the year. Yeah, some work related stuff. You know,
okay.
I know I won't be able to make it. So yeah, Hardy Boy, if you know, come on here, you know, I'll let you know in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Appreciate it.
It's on.
But yeah, man, we'll end it off with the Hip Hop Alliance. And big shout out to the chat, everybody in there in the tribe in the building. And we'll catch you on the next one. Ramo, don't forget tomorrow. No genre, safe raid train. Start at noon. I start off the train, go all day, playing all types of music. You don't know what we're gonna play, so you gotta tune in to that.
Okay.
My brother Cook, salute, brother.
Salute, DJ Tiger.
All right, man. Peace.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Hip Hop Alliance. Hip Hop's first official union. We fighting for rights. Workers' rights, labor rights. Y'all know what it is. Fair wages. Let's hit 'em. Who's really speaking for the artist? Everybody knows the music industry is heartless. Knowledge reigns supreme, not what an artist on a chart is. It's about fair wages and royalties. Let me start this, spark this. It's about cultural self-reliance, corporate defiance. We got this down to a science. It's called the Hip Hop Alliance. We take it back to stop the violence. For 30 years, I've been the culture's guidance. You can't deny this. I clean pupils when they open their eyelids. In a blink, I teach kids to think. That's what I did and do. Reaching and pulling out the culture inside of you with the truth inside of you. No one can lie to you. It's time to unify him, her, you, and I. Do your part to save the art. Don't be a stupid guy. Front, you can try, but it's your time you waste. And we're starting an alliance against corporate exploitation.